Let's be honest. We both know that there are absolutely no good investment property deals on the MLS right now, right? So the way I see it, if you're a real estate investor, you have three choices. One is you can buy bad deals, which you really never want to do. Two, you can wait for the market to change, but that can take several years. Or three, you can get creative. Now, given those three choices, I would pick get creative every single time. But what does that mean exactly? Well, what's the issue right now? The issue is that there's too much competition on the market. So how do you eliminate the competition? How do you beat it? Well, you beat it by getting to the seller first, by being the only one competing for that property. So how do you do that? You get the information that you need about the seller and their potential property and speak to them before they speak to an agent and place that property on the market. So how do you do that? Well, there are many different ways of actually reaching a potential seller, and that's a topic in and of itself for another video. But the first part is getting the information about the potential seller who may have properties you want to buy. And the easiest way to do that is by utilizing a property data provider. And one of my favorite, and the one that I think has the best data, is PropStream.com. I'm going to show you a clip which is part of an interview that I did with one of its representatives last year, where we discussed some of the ways that PropStream can help you find off-market motivated sellers. But before I do that, if we're just meeting, my name is Vitaly Volpov. I'm a practicing attorney, an active real estate investor, and the part owner of a real estate brokerage in upstate New York. I've been successfully investing in cash-flowing rental properties since 2011, and I currently have just under 80 rental units in my real estate portfolio. On this channel, I discuss relevant legal concepts as well as best strategies and tips for real estate investing and personal finance. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so that YouTube notifies you of all my future content. If you enjoy the content in this video, hit the like button and comment down below. So the clip I'm about to show you guys will give you a taste of what is possible on the PropStream platform and is just a small part of what they offer. If you guys want to check out the whole interview and overview of PropStream.com, I will put a link to the full video in the description below. And if after you watch this video you decide that you want to sign up for a free 7-day trial, you can do so using my affiliate link, which I'll also put in the description. Additionally, if you sign up for their services by December 27th, you will automatically receive a $25 credit, which you can use toward any add-on services on their platform, such as skip tracing for owner information. Enjoy the clip, and I will see you on the other side.
So let's say you don't have a property and you're looking to build a list. Well, there are 4 types of searches that you can perform. The first one is a county search. Type out the name of the county followed by a comma and the state. And when you click on that drop-down menu, it says, hey, there are 300,000 records in Fulton County you can go through that we've collected for you. And we've isolated them for you in the categories here at the top. You can search a city, maybe like Chicago. And when you do that, it says, hey, there's 800,000 records in Chicago that you can go through, and we've categorized them for you. You also have zip code searches. So you can type in a zip code, and we'll give you the zip code results. You can do up to 5 zip codes, separate them with commas and spaces. You'll get the drop-down menu to search 2 zip code environments. And then my favorite search is the draw search feature, which is on the map. You can zoom in on an area, use the draw search feature, and through a series of left clicks, you can make your own shape. And when you do that, you can hit search, and it's only going to search for the listings that we have here in that area, the buyers, the sellers, the liens, the MLS listings, and whatnot. Now, the reason why I like that search is that we have that heat map, remember on the top right? So you can do some fancy stuff, like I can go to Chicago where I've never been. I can say, show me how this area has grown in the last year. And we can see now that there's a density of great areas here that have grown, right? Simply by using that heat map. And now I can use the draw search feature and look for properties in this area that have grown. So why would look for just any distressed property? I can look for distressed properties in a market that have had 100% growth in the last year. And then, so that is that ability. Now, finally, I'm going to wrap it up by talking about the filtering. So filtering, there's an orthodox way of searching, and then there's the unorthodox way of searching through PropStream. The orthodox method is going to an area like Chicago, and then going into our filter and choosing one of our 14 categories. So if you wanted a pre-foreclosure list or a high equity list, you would choose that. And then here on the left-hand side, you would just refine it, right? Because when you choose high equity, you're probably going to have like 500,000 records. Unless you have the marketing budget for that, go for it. But if you don't, you're going to want to then refine it. So here we have the 500,000 records, which is too much for me. So what I'm going to need are the non-owner occupied high equity properties that are vacant. Maybe I want residential SFRs or single family residential properties. MLS status now lets me take the high equities and see what's on market or what's off market if I don't want to deal with an agent. You have other filters, so you can even look for like a high equity property that failed recently, right? So you can start stacking data, which is awesome. And not only can you stack data, but that's really my point, is that I try to educate people that you need to build problems. So while most of us would have said high equity no, if we say, hey, high equity but failed, maybe these are the 361 you should start with right away, right? Instead of having to call 3,600 people just to find the 361 that would want to sell, you can isolate them right off the bat. You have pre-foreclosure filters, so you can add a pre-foreclosure document to your high equity search if you want. Recording date, bid amount, default amount. You have ownership info, like years of ownership, type of owner, where the owner is located, whether out of state, county, or local. You have lien, bankruptcy, divorce status. So here we can also add a lien to our high equity properties. And we can even specify the type of lien that they have. We can also suppress these documents. Just like you could say, no, I don't want anything on market. You can say, you know what, I want a high equity property with the lien, but I don't want anybody that's filed for a bankruptcy. So as much as you can stack, you can also suppress data to stay away from things that you don't need. You have recording dates to play with, lien amounts to play with. So maybe you're looking for someone who has at least 2,500 or more on their lien amount. Nothing lower than that, because they probably won't be as motivated as the 2,500 or more. You also have valuation and equity info, estimated values, rental values, equity information like dollar amount or percentage, and then mortgage information. You can specify how many mortgages are on the property, that mortgage balance, and so forth. So this is the orthodox way of searching. You go into a market, you choose one of our 14 categories, and then because some of them may be too large, like this one had 500,000, you're then going to apply additional filters to it. And when you hit close, it's going to then give you the results on the right-hand side. So right now it's telling me I have 51 results that meet this said filter: high equity, non-owner, vacant, residential, single family. It's off market. It has a lien of 2,500 or more, and they filed for an active bankruptcy. Now, where are we getting that information? Again, the property details, right? There's that lien detail. There's years of ownership. There's the vacant, non-owner occupied. So that's how we're getting that information. And then you can check those properties off, add it to a list that you saved in the past, or create a new one. And when you hit save, it goes into My Properties. You then can export, automate, skip trace, or send to the campaign page. This method is the orthodox method, traditional route that many of us are familiar with. The unorthodox method is that we've given you the ability to create your own problem. So you don't even have to choose a list. You can leave it blank and you can just create your own problem. Here's a problem. I want someone who's renting out their house with a tenant. They have a mortgage or two mortgages on their property. The owner lives in a different state and is an individual who's probably owned this property for more than 10 years. And finally, I want to make sure it's all it. Reason why I'm doing this search is because there's 40 million people that have filed for unemployment, and here are your state mortgages renting out properties. How many of these 1,500 have a tenant that may have lost their job and they can't evict right now? And these 1,500 homeowners can't fly easily to another state right now. So there's all sorts of problems on this list. Again, I didn't even choose a list. I just went into the filters and thought of something and built that problem, and here it is. And some of these problems could be very simplistic, right? You can go to Fulton County and say, you know what, I just want all the single family properties that were built in 1940 to 1960, because old buildings are a problem, and they're owned by a person who lives in a different state. And it's free and clear. You don't have to worry about a mortgage. You just lock it up at whatever price they're okay with. So here are your properties. So that's the idea with PropStream. Vitaly, thank you so much for giving me the time. I hope you guys kind of see the power behind PropStream, and I hope that it can benefit you with running comps and vetting properties, but in this sense also building motivated sellers as well.
Hey guys, I hope this gets your wheels turning about what is possible on the platform and how you can utilize PropStream to your advantage. Now, if you do decide to sign up, the cost of the platform is $97 per month, but it is a month-to-month service. There are no long-term contracts. So if you try it out for a month and you decide that this is just not right for you and you're not getting the results that you want, you can simply cancel and you won't be charged anything more. The $97 subscription will provide you with up to 10,000 leads every single month. If you look at it on a cost per lead basis, that comes out to less than a penny. In any case, check it out. I will post some additional videos on the PropStream platform in the near future, but thanks for watching this video. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.